pay your expenses out.
Coach, what are you going to do when ESPN or one of the big promoters calls for some action?
We pretty much want to go ahead and take that. You know, that opportunity is not always given, you know what I'm saying? So once I know that we're ready, we're going to go ahead and jump on that.
What have you noticed that sets Jaylon apart from other fighters and his peers in the division?
I think it's more like his work ethic. That's one thing I noticed when he was a younger fighter, is that his work ethic, his commitment, that kind of set him apart a little bit. Even though we still got things to learn, still got things to work on, that's one of the things that I think that really is going to help him push over, is that work ethic and that will to win. I think that's big.
Besides his work ethic, what physical attribute, or what would you say is his strongest attribute from a fighter and a coach's point of view, as well as a fight fan?
I think probably his speed. You know, for his size, he got these real quick cat-like reflexes, and he's got a lot of agility, and that helps a lot too. You know, we're not no real tall fighter, so the agility that he has is going to come in real handy in the speed, fighting bigger guys and things like that. So I think it's going to come very good into play as far as his agility and his speed.
At what point did you know that he was good enough to pursue a professional career?
Going back to the amateur days, I remember I had a group of guys staying with me, group of fighters. And I remember it was real cold one day, it was like 30 degrees outside. And I drove by the gym. We was in the church with no utilities on and nothing. I drove by the gym and I looked, and he was over there at 6 o'clock in the morning by himself working out at 30 degrees. That's what let me know that he was ready. And it's 4 things that he had to show me also. Number 1, that he was mentally ready to learn. Number 2, he could take a punch or recover from one. Number 3, that he had good work ethic. And number 4, he had the will to win. And so far, he's always showed me those 4.
What direction do you see you guys going in the near future in the boxing world?
I believe and I hope that we just take it 1 year at a time, 1 fight at a time, 1 day at a time. And I think if we do that and we keep learning and progressing, I think that there's something special in the near future. I really do. I think before we are 30, I think we're going to be in a position to maybe do something special. That's just in my opinion.
Have you ever thought about quitting the sport? Why and what happened?
I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, I did multiple times, man. This shit is mentally tough. Like it's mentally frustrating, especially if you're working a 9-to-5 job and you've been doing this continuously. I mean, it's hella ups and downs. Even within, you got a lot of outside the ring activities that can be rough, and it can take part in your sparring session, your training regimens and stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of ups and downs, whether it could be financial, you got other little females, you sacrificing spending time with your friends and family and shit like that. So of course, I definitely thought about quitting multiple times.
How long have you been working with your coach, and how do you describe you guys' relationship?
I've been working with coach since I was like 18, so 9 years, going on 10, about to be 28 now. So, and our relationship, man, is like we really understand each other as far as like what to do, what not to do, and then like certain things, like certain understandings, the way that he describes certain things that I need to do in the ring and outside the ring. And not to mention, he's a good like male figure, like teaching me what to do outside the ring, not just boxing, how to be a man, and just a good father figure also. Like it's real love in the gym, like not just me, but other fighters.
What would you say is unique about him that sets him apart from others that you work with?
Besides,
you worked with any other coaches?
yeah, I worked with other coaches. I worked with a few other coaches, but the thing that really set Coach apart while we like stuck together like that is his energy, man. He bring the energy that the same fighter need to bring to the ring. He bring that same energy like he a fighter, and that's only gonna make things like elevate. Like I seen him want it more than other fighters. So seeing him want it like that, why would I not want it for my damn self? Because I mean, not to mention, he know how to break things down to every fighter, whether you young or old. And if you a brawler, if you a boxer, however it is, he know how to polish up your style, not just teach one-dimensional styles.
Have you sparred with any big heavy hitters, any contenders? If so, what was that like?
Of course, it was beautiful, man. It was a great experience. I mean, I done sparred with the likes of Jared Hurd. I done sparred with some upcoming fighters like Andreas Katz. I done sparred with Quentin Randall. I sparred with more guys to mention, but I can't even think of them right now. I'm still tired. But yeah, man, it's always good work, and man, it elevate my game, like mentally, when I'm working with these guys, because I'm learning so much. Like while we in there, they setting up plays on me and setting up different traps, and I'm consistently doing the same thing. And then I'm consistently doing this to other fighters, like newer fighters that's in the game. Even just though I'm just working with them, I use them same things that I pick up from these top tier fighters, and I just do the same thing against them, and even in better ways. I try to pick up from every fighter, whether they've been in the game a long ass time or shit, if they just knew. If they knew, because I mean, you can learn something from anybody.
What's your ultimate goal when it comes to boxing? How do you see your career unfolding?
The ultimate goal, of course, you want to be a champ. Of course, you want to be a world champ. But I mean, I can't just overlook my little goals too, you know what I'm saying, my little milestones. I still want to be the #1 ranked in Houston. Still want to be the #1 ranked in Texas. Still want to be the #1 ranked in the nation in my division. Whether it's super middle or middleweight, 160 or 168, that's my two goals. Being the best in every division, each of my divisions that I'm in, whether it's city, like state, just reaching different brackets, you know what I'm saying? Just going up, man, till we top of the world. So, I mean, there's different milestones until you get to that ultimate goal.
Say you land your first big fight. It's a big payoff. Mm-hmm. What's one of the first things that you want to buy?
Oh, man, I'm gonna give me a 100-piece chicken wing from Wingstop, man. All mango having, nah, fuck it. Nah, but on a real note, if anything, I'm gonna get a not too expensive car, but a nice little car, a nice little house, not too expensive, probably. I ain't even gonna throw a price out there. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to pay it off. Depends on what the money looking like, or at least put a down payment on something that's gonna like pay off in the end, in the long term. You know what I'm saying? Basically an investment. So don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have a little BS money, but give me some clothes, shoes, and stuff like that. You know, I like shoes and shit, so. But investments for the most part.
And you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Jaylon, Wyze, Savage Stanley.
You know what it is, baby.
Savage C.
Young Guapo.